Hey everybody, this is my first personal entry that I'll be posting up on YouTube. This isn't really going to be about the surgery, the transition, or anything like that. I'm going to talk a little bit about something that some folks have been sending messages, ask me about on YouTube. So I want to be able to just kind of answer it all at once and get it out of the way. Folks have been asking me a little bit about what I've been doing since TransGeneration. Some of you have seen me or recognized me from that docuseries, which was came out in 2005 about an academic year in the lives of four of us transgender college students who are all at different colleges, and some of us had friends and people around us who were also trans. And just kind of like looked at one academic year in our lives. Well, since TransGeneration, since 2005, I finished up my master's program, which is in Student Affairs Administration. I work at the University of Vermont now, putting that degree to good use by being a residence director. Yay, student grade. So I finished up that. Some of you might have seen also, we did a reunion episode. Four of us got together again for the GLAAD Awards in 2006, because TransGeneration got Best Documentary for that year, which was pretty awesome. So before that, Jeremy, the director, got together again with the four of us and just kind of did a quick update thing and created a reunion episode, and then we met up in LA for the GLAAD Awards and kept it there. Folks who want to see it, I think it's on iTunes, but I haven't seen it really. No strict, but I haven't seen it yet. So for that reunion episode, the cool thing about the GLAAD Awards was getting to meet these celebrities, because the GLAAD Awards are kind of like the queer Oscars. So Alice from the L Word was there. I got to get her autograph. She was the only one that I got the autograph of. But we got the award. It was presented to us by the Arquette sisters, so Rosanna, Patricia, and Alexis Arquette. It was kind of unreal, because afterwards we were back to kind of hanging out with them and just talking to them, and they're real, feet to the ground kind of people. It was amazing to kind of see that. With Hollywood, but that was kind of cool. And some of you have seen that I proposed at that point to someone that I cared about at that time. Y'all know her as Stacy from the documentary. I'm very pleased to say that I'm not with Stacy anymore. I'm very happy that relationship ended. While I wasn't happy at the time that it was ending, I've come to realize that sometimes when you lose things, you kind of see it from a different perspective. And not being in that relationship anymore made me realize how toxic it was, how laced with abuse it was, and how tokenizing of a relationship it was for me. So I'm very, very appreciative that that is not a relationship that's in any sort of way a part of my life. And so please don't send me like messages of condolence, like, oh, you two made such a cute couple. We didn't make a cute couple. I know we didn't make a cute couple. I've seen the pictures and the videos. But yeah, that's over with. After that, I went back to Cyprus for a couple of years because of visa requirements. I was an international student while at Gene State, and that required me, once I graduated, to go back to my home country. And Cyprus is technically my home country, but legally speaking. I consider Beirut, Lebanon, to be my hometown, but whatever. So I went back to Cyprus for a couple of years, which was something that I was incredibly nervous about. A lot of anxiety about it, and wasn't looking forward to at all whatsoever. And I know that people who saw the documentary, sent messages about like, that really sucks, that you have to go back and you have to like represent yourself female and all this stuff. It was a very, very difficult 2 years, but as a phrase I've recently learned goes, the juices of that experience, the positive parts are many. I got to spend 2 years with my mom and my sister and just reconnect with them. I hadn't seen them basically since I was 18, since I took off for college. So, and I was 24 at the time. I don't even know. Yeah, I think I just turned 25 when I saw them. So 7 years of my life they hadn't been a part of, and I had changed a lot, and they had changed a lot, and we needed to get to know each other again. And it was a precious opportunity to do that. So I would do those 2 years again if that's what it comes with. Because of those 2 years, I'm much closer to my family. They're back to being an incredibly important part of my life, instead of just kind of on the outskirts. And also the difficulty of the 2 years really pushed me, really challenged me, really made me grow. I think it helped me connect to parts of me that I just kind of like left behind and wasn't dealing with, and is helping me still, because it's always a process to be a bit more of a whole person. I can't deny that that's part of my life, whether it's part of my past or present, whatever. But it is a part of me, so I need to find a way to embrace it instead of just kind of pushing it aside, ignoring it, and doing all of that. So those pieces made it really good. And going to the beach and getting a tan and getting my color back wasn't bad either. 7 years in Michigan had made me look like a white boy, so it was good to get my color back. That's kind of on the side. I worked a couple of odd jobs. I couldn't find any work in the student affairs field in Cyprus. It's super small of a field. So at first I worked as an executive, basically glorified secretary for a software company. I was like the head secretary or whatever. Glory me. And then I went and worked with the bookkeeping company that was doing books for that software company. Once they realized that I absolutely hated my job and my boss, and stand up, that I could learn bookkeeping pretty fast, and I already had some background in it, so gave me a job. But that's the boring job stuff. I think the other good thing about those years is that it really highlighted who my friends are, who the ones that, not necessarily who my friends are, because I think that's unfair of a statement to say. I think friends encompasses all kinds of relationships. It doesn't mean one way of two friends being together and interacting. I think what those 2 years highlighted are the types of friends that really have my back, that I can really rely on when it's fine and when I'm at my worst. Because I was not in a good place, so it really highlighted those for me. I want to finish up because getting close to 10 minutes, but I'll be back for part 2.